Hello, today we're going to show you the Participant Judge feature within the Trophy Cloud app. This feature's workflow is different from participants who joined and checked in versus participants who do not have the Trophy Cloud app and were walked in using the manual check-in feature. So the two devices that you see before you are iPhones, but if you have Androids, it looks and functions the exact same way. And how we're going to get started is the one on the right is the participant. The one on the left is the judge, hence the judge's detail screen. So we're already at the My Garage. In order to start voting, we're going to go to events. So you tap on events from the lower navigation. And then we're going to tap on the event that we're actually at. So in this particular case, we'd be at the Trophy Cloud test event. We're going to scroll down and you'll see judge, participant. You have to be checked in order to see this particular menu item. If you are not checked in. So you might, or the feature is not enabled. So make sure the feature is enabled for all those event hosters, and for the participants, make sure you're checked in. Okay. So we're going to tap on that. And by that, I mean, we're tapping on the judge participant. And everything for this demo purpose is going to be current year through 2010. So we're going to start searching for the license plate of this particular user. So that's Shamil. And as you can see, pulls her up really quick. And there's 4 photos that are attached there because she already has that in her garage profile. We're going to vote for Shamil and go back out. And when we do, you see that Shamil has one vote given to her or allotted to her by herself. And if more and more people are voting, she will not see other folks' votes. She will only see the votes that she did for herself. Only the judges can see those votes, and I'll show you that in a minute. But let's go ahead and do some other folks. Let's have her vote for some other people. So we'll vote for John here. And then we will vote for another person, Lucky. Okay. Now, there are 3 votes here, and the reason we have 3, because that's the magic number. You can have up to 3 votes per classification. More than 3, the system will give you a warning stating that you have 3 votes. So if we want to vote for somebody else, let's say Shamil doesn't want to vote for her car, she really likes someone else's car more, she can search for that person. But we're just going to keep things pretty simple here and keep her vehicle in. So now we have 3 votes, and the back button is that icon to the middle blue screen on the left top. Okay, and you'll see now that there is a check mark with a circle in it, and the reason that is that's just alerting you for that particular classification you've had 3 total votes. And the same thing would go for any of the other classifications. If we were to tap that, we can start doing the same process that we had just completed, but we're going to go out for demo purposes. Okay, now if we want to see those votes on the judge's detail screen, what you would do is tap on the event dashboard in the lower left-hand corner. You'll tap on the classification, and then you'll see the judges' ratings. These are the traditional judges who would be rating based on interior, exterior, whatever those ratings categories that were set up by the event hoster. But here you see that they're all red and 0, so that means nobody's actually been voted on yet. We're going to go to participant rating because that's what we're actually talking about. And participant rating, you can see that Shamil had posted 3 votes, and those votes show up. So what about, I'm going to go back. What about those folks who manually checked in? So for those people who manually checked in, at the bottom right, you see ballot paper voting. And I want you to focus on that word paper because you should really be giving them something to write down, the year, the make, the model, as well as the license plate, so that when they come back to the judges table or wherever it is that you are going to be entering these things manually within your device, you would do the same thing on behalf of those people who manually checked in, who don't have the app, who want to participate. And it works the same exact way. So let's tap on the ballot paper voting, and you'll see 2 vehicles that are here. There's Lucky Yates, and then there's John B. And then you'll see pencils in the top right-hand corner for each one of these tiles. In order to start voting, you need to tap on the pencil, and then you'll see Lucky here. And then you scroll down till you get to ballot voting, tap on it, and then current year, and it's the same thing, rinse, wash, repeat. It's nothing different from a participant to someone who's manually checking in as a judge, or manually posting votes for someone who's a judge. So we're going to vote for all of them again. So let's go ahead and see John B. We'll vote for John. Shamil, as you can see, it's retaining. And then we'll vote for Lucky. And in the same format that it happened for the participant, the same thing will happen for the ballot paper voting feature. And you'll see that there's a check mark there showing that that person has voted for the maximum amount for that particular classification, current year 2010. Okay, and we come out. You don't have to submit at this time. As soon as you vote, that's it. Come back out again. And now we're going to do John B. So let's tap the pencil for John B. Again, scroll down. And in this particular case, we're just going to vote. We'll use the classification. I forget the classification. So again, classification. And now we're just going to, John is just going to vote for Shamil. We're going to vote for Shamil and show that. And now Shamil has one vote. And as you can see, there's no check mark there with a circle. That means that there's still 2 more votes available to them. And the same thing would happen if you would go to a different classification, let's say 1989 and 1980, you just start searching, okay? So let's go back out. We're gonna go back, and I'm just tapping the back button in that blue section there all the way to the left. And now we're at the event dashboard. So now we wanna see who's winning. And if we tap participant rating, you'll see that Shamil is ahead with 3 votes and John and Lucky are tied for 2. And if you have more and more of these things, let's say you have 200 of these participants, and whether they are manual or whether they are checked in, they've joined and checked in, meaning they have the app, you would have a total of 600 total votes, right? And that also depends on how many classifications you have. So if you have more classifications, obviously it can get to be a bit hairy in relation to trying to keep all of that stuff in order, but the system does a pretty good job of it. It's just the manual check-in. That's why I try to emphasize, if you can, if someone has a smartphone, we support Android and iOS. It'd be better for them to just go ahead, sign up for the system, and then they can do these voting totals themselves. If somebody has like a flip phone or something like that, that's what this stuff is really for. So that's pretty much about it. If you have any questions, you can always go to the www.trophycloudllc.com website. And on our navigation, we have an FAQ. Hopefully we've answered that question. If we haven't, at the home page, if you scroll all the way down, there's a contact us page. You can write your question there and I will update that with, I'll respond back to you and hopefully update our FAQ with whatever your question was if it wasn't answered. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day.